All right. So, let's get to it. The cold spot in the universe. It's theorized that this is there because a universe, an alternate universe exterior to ours, bumped into it and pushed everything inside of our bubble away from that area. And that's how it was created. So let's keep rolling with that one. Now, everybody knows transferative properties. So if that bubble bumps into our bubble, something's going to bleed through. Something's going to transfer. Something's going to become quantumly entangled. Now, whenever one of us in this universe does something, the us in the other universe does the opposite. And then it follows that pattern on down through the multiverse forever and ever, which technically doesn't exist. It's just the human brain can't really fathom an endless happening state or even void. Anyways, so whenever the other universe bumped into this universe, some of us in this universe on this planet became quantumly entangled to some of those on the other planet, universe, plane. Now, looking at it like that, whenever they are observed, it breaks down. The wave function breaks down, and they no longer go in oppositions. They are no longer quantumly entangled. So you could imagine at that point that they may feel a little lost, maybe a little depressed, even kind of like some humans get. So maybe in the other universe something happened that ceased the functioning. Try to be YouTube friendly about this a little bit at least. Mope. Ceased to function. They were observed. Now they're depressed. Do you follow? I hope you do. So, working on more and more and more. So, after that, right there, you also would have a wave. Alright, now this wave would travel through the entirety of the universe, and for us being on a planet smaller than the specks of light we call stars, we wouldn't really, we would notice here and there some changes, some differences, some fluctuations, but we wouldn't really notice a lot because of the scale. Okay, now if you look at it like that, we can say that the Mandela effect is a cosmic ripple from that universe. In that universe, like me, Monopoly guy had a monocle, has a monocle. He doesn't here. Jiffy peanut butter was Jiffy peanut butter, not Jif. Yeah, no. The Berenstein Bears was the Berenstein or Stein, Frankenstein. And I fucking remember it because I fought with myself on how to pronounce it. Was it pronounced like Frankenstein? Was it pronounced like Steen? Was it pronounced Stain? If it was AIN, it would have been Stain right off the bat, and I wouldn't have fought with myself over it. So, Curious George has a tail. What was that one dude? Shaq did Shazam, and then the other dude did Kazam. Yeah, happened. Luke, I am your father. Happened. Jaws' girlfriend at the end of Moonraker, the chick that helped him, stand up, she had braces. And what does this amount to? It amounts to everybody that remembers this being the remnants of a broken down wave function that is riding a wave too large for us to conceive or perceive and landing smack dab into this fucking universe. Alright, so we can keep rolling with this one too. So let's. Alright, I want you to look at it like a actual wave. What is a wave? Well, you got a wave. I want it to be viewed as multiple waves. Because when you throw a rock in water, it just doesn't go bloop. Placid. Don't go that way, homie. The Mandela effect is the crest of each wave, where everybody remembers something different. And the receding point of the wave is where people experience time slips. You know, like these people walking down the street, and then all of a sudden it's no longer a street, it's cobblestone, and there's horse manure all over the place, and carriages, and Victorian people, and yeah. Then after a few minutes, boom, they're back here. People fucking skipping through time. And I know a lot of you may come at me in the comments, and feel free to. That's a government conspiracy. That's a government thing. The government's been doing time travel. If the government has been doing time travel, my friend, all of us out here would be like completely boned. Y'all don't understand that one, man. If the government had time travel, they would have gone back and changed every single thing that would have made them the top point of security and control over the entire world. The government does not control time travel. They do travel through time on certain points, but really, that's just to tickle their own fancy. Just be straight up. That's them tickling their own fancy. Alright, now, like, in the future, it's going to be different, though. When the Mandela effect actually begins to take resonance and everybody sees it, because eventually waves settle and everything becomes one on the same plane. You feel me? So eventually the wave particle functions for everybody is going to break down. The wave function is going to break down. There will be no more quantum entanglement between you and 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 you. So when this happens, everybody will be able to see everything, or it's just going to keep going until the end of humanity. Because if you think about it, the driest periods that this planet goes through, they've noted a few driest periods that this planet has gone through since the Hadean times. And I'm sorry, the Hadean Eon. My bad. And what happens to the fiery molten core of a fucking cracked, quaking, fissured planet when its entire surface is engulfed in water? That core cools down more and more and more. No more geothermic activity. Damn. Nothing to push up against. No atmosphere? Oh, damn. That one would suck, wouldn't it? But look, the Mandela effect, that's just the way I see it. Time jumps, that's just the way I see it. The cold spot in the universe, that's just the way I see it. So, now, you can see it just the way I see it. So what do you think? What do you think? And honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks, because this is just the way I see it. But if you like it, feel free to like. If you got something to say, go ahead. Sound off in the comments. That's what they're there for. Thank you.